Good afternoon, Good Shepherd. It is Wednesday, December 23rd. We are getting close. And this will be my last midweek moment of 2020. So I'm getting ready to celebrate Christmas and then take some time off. And that being the case, I want to really highlight a few very important things. The first being some results from our Living Nativity. What a great event. It was a wonderful afternoon and evening made possible by, because of the work of so many volunteers, and really want to highlight the contributions that Deb Sampson and Marianne Panarelli and Susan Bailey did to sort of oversee the army of volunteers that put the event on, from those who made donkeys and camels, to those who helped get the cars through the space, to those who sat and or stood and were the cast members, to those who worked with the costumes. It was an amazing event, and this is not the only time you'll hear me talk about it, believe me. But to give you some updates as to how we did, by all counts, it was a major success. We think we had about 150 cars go through the parking lot to see the Nativity. The estimates of people within the cars is probably close to 300, adults and kids, and all seemed to have a good time. We collected 750 pounds of food for Covenant Covered. Man, awesome in gathering of food. And in addition to that, there was about $450 worth of donations for Covenant Covered. So it was such an amazing event. People had fun doing it, even though it was in COVID land and we were socially distanced. We were blessed with an amazing sunset. The weather held out, even though we had to go through and do a lot of snow shoveling before that to make sure that the traffic route and where people were walking was safe. It was an amazing event. Speaking of thank yous, thank you in advance to all of the folks who've worked so hard on putting together our Christmas services. The Christmas Eve service tomorrow will be splendiferous, to use a phrase a word that my dad, I don't know whether or not he coined it, but it was one of the words that he used. It will be a splendid service. And that's because of all of the work that a lot of people have put into it. The musicians are spectacular. The editing, the video editing, and the sound editing, and all of that will be really wonderful. The pageant that has been assembled by the youth and by Sue LaFont and Susan Bailey is really great. It's been fun to put that together and see what it's looking like. So it's amazing to see what the musicians, the creative people here have been able to do, and how it's all come together to make this most unusual Christmas Eve service a most unusual Christmas Eve service. It will be great. The timing for that, just to remind you, is that the service will begin at 4 o'clock. The service begins at 4 o'clock with carols, but at about 10 minutes to 4, so you can come in a little earlier, it'll be on Zoom, you can come in and connect. At 10 minutes to 4, I will show the video of all of everybody's Christmas decorations. So that's your teaser. So the pregame show is at 10 to 4. Kickoff is at 4. I think it'll be just about an hour long, and then communion will be available from 5 to 6 outside the front of the church. And then again on Christmas Day from 11 to 12, again outside the front of the church. So that's really what's coming up in the next day or so. And then on Sunday, the 27th, the first Sunday after Christmas, there will be the regular Zoom service from 9 until 10. There will be no faith forum, and there will not be a communion service that day. But it'll still be a lovely service, and you will enjoy, of course. Enjoy seeing one another and talking about all those amazing gifts that you received. One last thing is that the Christmas mystery That story is all done. It's all up online. If you are tired of binge watching and you have not listened to the Christmas story, you can binge listen to it. You can find the links to that at gshep.org, Christmas, and you'll see that. It was a fun story to read, I have to say, and to do it in those little chunks has been really quite wonderful. We're looking at the end of 2020. I think it's a year that almost every one of us has wanted to see end, and we're looking at 2021. In between now and then, though, we are really looking forward to that celebration of the birth of our Savior, who came into a dark world 2,000 years ago, and who will come into a dark world again in just a few days. He is the light of the world and counts on us to be that light now. And so join in that celebration in as many ways as you can over these next few days to celebrate the birth of Jesus, our Savior, and to discern the best ways that you can to share that light with your neighbors, with your family, with all of those around who are struggling at this time. We Christians have been given gifts of light and of hope, and it's at this season that we are bid to share them. I look forward to seeing all of you soon, whether it's on Zoom or in person, however it is, it's a blessing to see you. And so all the best for these Christmas days between now and the first of the year, all the best. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.